Sunlight glints on the calm surface as a mother duck leads her fluffy ducklings across the serene pond. Each duckling is a vibrant ball of bright yellow down, chirping happily in their mother's wake. A solitary grey duckling struggles to keep up, its dull feathers a stark contrast to its siblings. The odd duckling stands out, a solitary figure against the idyllic scene of the bustling pond. Yellow ducklings play, their quacks echoing across the pond. Tiny bodies create ripples as they nudge the grey duckling. Relentless pecks drive the grey duckling to the pond's edge. The yellow ducklings swim away, leaving him isolated. He watches with lonely eyes. Inside the dim duck nest, a solitary grey duckling trembles, cold seeping into its bones. Sadness weighs heavily as the duckling huddles, its small body shivering. A puddle reflects the duckling's image, distorted and bleak under the night. The duckling gazes at the reflection, seeing only ugliness staring back. Each ripple in the water amplifies the feeling of isolation and despair. The nest offers little comfort as darkness deepens the duckling's solitude. Golden ducklings surround a lone grey duckling, their tiny forms a whirlwind of disdain on the serene pond. "Ugly!" they cry in unison, their shrill voices slicing through the peaceful air, their beaks snapping shut. Breadcrumbs drift untouched on the water. A cruel denial of sustenance to the outcast. He waddles forward, a desperate attempt to connect, met with a chorus of disdainful quacks. The golden ducklings retreat, leaving the grey duckling alone in the vast expanse of the pond. A solitary grey duckling, its downy feathers ruffled, sits forlornly at the pond's edge, a picture of isolation. Above, birds dance in the sky, their graceful flight a stark contrast to the duckling's earthbound existence. His dark eyes follow their soaring paths, reflecting a deep longing for belonging and escape. A silent ache fills his small heart, a yearning to transcend his current misery and find his true place. Sunlight warms the duck pond as a swan descends, its elegant form casting gentle ripples across the water. A small grey duckling watches, captivated by the swan's arrival, its head cocked in innocent wonder. The duckling's eyes widen, recognizing an unexpected similarity between its reflection and the swan. Ripples distort the reflection, blurring the line between the duckling's reality and newfound hope. The swan glides closer, an unspoken promise of acceptance and belonging in its graceful approach. Sunlight dances on the pond as a majestic swan cuts through the water, its white feathers gleaming. The swan glides gracefully, an elegant dancer on a liquid stage, heading towards an unassuming grey duckling. A cluster of fluffy yellow ducklings watch from a distance, their tiny eyes wide with curiosity and apprehension. The grey duckling, seemingly oblivious, continues to paddle, unaware of the approaching grandeur. Ripples spread across the pond as the swan draws nearer, a silent drama unfolding in the heart of nature. The ducklings huddle closer, their soft chirps a subtle soundtrack to the unfolding encounter. Sunlight glints off the tranquil pond, where ripples gently disturb the sky's reflection. A swan glides with effortless grace, its white feathers radiant against the clear water. A small grey duckling paddles nervously, its movements awkward and unsure, near the swan. "What kind of bird are you?" the swan asks. The duckling replies, I don't know. I'm not like the others. Sunlight sparkles on the still pond as a swan glides, its white feathers shimmering like scattered pearls. The swan's head turns, a gentle smile seemingly gracing its beak, an invitation hanging in the air. I am a swan, just like you, he says, his voice a soft echo across the tranquil water. His dark eyes reflect the boundless sky, promising freedom and adventure beyond the pond's edge. Come and fly with me, the swan implores, extending a wing in a gesture of companionship and escape. The serene pond reflects the sky as a lone swan prepares for flight, its white plumage radiant in the soft light. With a powerful thrust, the swan unfurls its wings, creating ripples that disturb the water's tranquil surface. Soaring gracefully, it begins its first majestic circle above the pond, a ballet of motion and freedom. Again, it circles, the second loop painting a perfect arc against the backdrop of the surrounding nature. On its third and final circle, the swan seems to dance with the wind, a fleeting moment of aerial artistry. With a gentle splash, the swan returns to the water, its landing as graceful as its flight, completing the cycle. Sunlight dances on the tranquil pond, casting a heavenly glow around the majestic swan and the timid grey duckling. The swan's gentle encouragement echoes across the water. You just need to try. Hesitation clouds the grey duckling's eyes, a silent battle of fear and desire. With a burst of courage, the grey duckling flaps his wings, a tentative step towards an unknown future. The grey duckling flaps its wings, a flurry of effort against the stillness of the pond. The swan's steady gaze fuels the duckling's resolve, encouraging him to push harder. Triumph. He rises above the pond, water droplets like diamonds scattering from his feathers. He soars, a tiny silhouette against the vast sky, finally free. Against a vast, endless sky, a young swan soars, its wings catching the soft light of the heavens. Beside it, an older swan guides the way, their forms elegant against the grey backdrop. The young swan flies with newfound strength, feeling the wind beneath its wings. A sense of freedom washes over the swan, an exhilarating rush of joy. The world stretches out below, an endless panorama of possibilities unfolding. The swan embraces its true self, reveling in the boundless expanse of the sky. Soaring high, they dance among clouds, a world of green and blue stretching beneath them. A tapestry of fields unfolds, each patch a vibrant color in their aerial ballet. Dense forests whisper secrets to the wind as they glide above, their shadows fleeting. Winding rivers carve paths through the earth, mirroring the journey ahead. The young swan gazes in wonder, his eyes wide, drinking in the beauty below. In a shared dance, they explore the world, each beat of their wings echoing with newfound freedom. Two swans descend from the sky, their white feathers like silk against the blue, landing on the lake's mirror surface. A chorus of welcoming calls echoes across the water as other swans glide forward to greet the new arrivals. The young swan gazes around, his heart swelling with a sense of belonging he's never known. Sunlight glistens on the water as he realizes he has finally found his true home among his kind. He takes to the water, his reflection shimmering with newfound purpose and belonging, and he joins the others. Bathed in the warm glow of sunset, the swan glides effortlessly, a vision of serene beauty on the tranquil lake. No longer the awkward duckling, he now moves with grace among his peers, finally home. Beside him, a close friend shares the breathtaking view, their wings brushing in a gentle, silent connection. Together, they watch as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of hope and belonging.